Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And this is officially the end of week 1 of my Marksman Hunter journey here in the second season of The War Within. So this was a very lucrative first week, and I won't have a vault opening. That will start with the week 2 vault since, spoiler alert, I got tokens this last week, so I didn't think you want me to put that on there. But we did see the opening of Raid, so we did get in there to Liberation of, I about said Orgrimmar, Liberation of Undermine, and then the second season Mythic Plus, and also PvP. Spoiler alert on the PvP, it got axed this week. I did not get a chance to do that, so we'll hit PvP later, probably in the next couple of weeks. So real quick, looking at the vault, we have a ton of really great options for us coming this first week. So we cleared normal, so we went 8 of 8 normal and 1 of 8 heroic in Undermine. And then in Mythic Plus, so first off, shout out to Twisted, Diggersby, and Adris and Ibuki as well. Thank you guys so much for inviting me to your Mythic Plus keys tonight. So thanks to them, we got into our first 10. We did not time it, but we were pretty close. We had just a couple of bad oopsie pulls, and we got absolutely annihilated by the Gunners. I forget what their name is, that they had like a pot shot. It was just made quick work of us. You know, is what it is. But we got into a 10, we got into an 8 and a 9. Didn't time any of those, but we were pretty close. So we're at 1443 for the end of the first week. And this of course, was the Xal'atath's Bargain Ascendant. So the Haste buff will go away, which is kind of sad because I really liked that. But there were some pretty good keys for this week. I had some priorities that I wanted to do, which one of those was doing Priory, and we finally got the trinket thanks to Twisted. Thanks again, buddy. And then I didn't really get too many upgrades, so have a myth track item coming, praying that this is a weapon or something of value here, maybe even a tier piece. If it was a tier piece or even a trinket, oh, Priory trinket, maybe that's what my big ask is early on this season, since I didn't see Skarden's Blizzard. Anyway, so these are going to be 2 hero track items here. It's going to be a myth track. These are all going to be hero track down below, thanks to tier delves, tier 11 delves, I should say. And then we're going to have normal across the board. So I doubt I'm picking anything out of normal unless for some reason I got, you know, an Omega Gallywix item. But even then, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be picking from Mythic Plus, or at least from delves. And then jumping ahead to my build, so at the end of the week, I am 642 item level. I only have 3 upgrades on my character currently. Oh, 4, excuse me. 4, but they are big ones. So I moved my my embellishment up to my cloak because it was on my wrist. I got these with speed and a socket to boot, so I was using these just for now. I have some upgrades in my bag that I'll probably be popping on here soon. I got the Tiny Pal weapon from Muggsy, and I pumped that up to 658. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a weapon out of my vault. We'll just have to wait and see. But this is a really amazing gun. The on-hit effect doesn't go away when you die, just so you know, because I died a lot tonight. But it does about 1% of your total damage in single target, and about 0.5% or maybe even less in AoE, but that's because our AoE is so high right now. Thanks to Twisted, I did get that Signet of the Priory. Thank you again. It's so strong. It'll be, once I get this pumped up a little bit more, it'll give me over 7,000 crit every 2 minutes. So great. And then I did pick up that miniature roulette wheel, which comes from the one-armed bandit, and it rolled heavy crit, which is what we need. That +1 luck was what I needed to roll 100 on that. Sorry, Zaft. But this next week, I'm really hoping to pick up some tier pieces. Looking at, I know my bags are a mess. I'm really sorry about that. I did just pick up this ring in the last Theater of Pain. I think that this ring pumped up will pass our Circe's Circlet already, just because I'm pretty much just doing it for the stats anyway, and since this is crit mastery, which is what we want, I'll have to do the math, but I'm pretty sure I will be moving away from the Circlet ring already, since if you can get a 658 or higher with heavy crit, you're pretty much going to make the swap. And then let's see some other items I did. I got a chess piece, so I have a hero track chess piece that I can turn into tier. You already have 1 charge. I'm assuming you're going to charge every 2 weeks. but they started us off with one. And we also have our spark. So what I'm going to do with my spark is I'm going to make either a cloak or boots or belt or whatever it may be for my embellishment, since I'm probably not going to run with go with a POW gun to just get that all the way up to almost max. Probably going to try my luck in Mythic Plus to try to get it out of the vault. But you know what? We'll just have to wait and see what we get this coming, I guess, in less than 12 hours now. So, although I won't be home to actually open it. What else? So I have a couple of other pieces I'm just going to hold around for now. Like, these are better item levels significantly by about 20 item levels compared to what I have on, but this is where my embellishment is. So I'm going to make an educated decision after I open up my vault tomorrow, because I did max out my gilded crests. And this is a huge shout out to Twisted & Co. for that as well. I have my Valor Stones maxed at 2k. I mean, who probably does it at this point? I maxed actually every one of my crests as I make preparations for spending them come tomorrow. So it's probably going to be on a crafted piece. It's going to go up to 675, which will be either cloak or it'll probably be the cloak. Let's be honest. It'll be cloak or boots, but it'll probably be cloak. And then after that, I'm just going to start pumping up priority items. And those would, of course, be weapon, if it possible, trinkets, and then your main body armor. So that'll be your helm, your chest, your shoulders. The chest being the main thing. But I'm hoping to get a mythic tier piece so I don't have to waste a catalyst charge. And then I am not 2k. Whoops. I am not 2k yet. So I will get I think it's, instead of giving you a tier piece, they give you a catalyst charge. I think that's what it is. So that would be used on a hero piece or higher. 2 set is about 4% increase to your damage. 4 set is going to be like a total of 8. So it's about 4 and 4, give or take, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But it's still a good amount of increase to damage. And as long as you're getting your right stats with that, it doesn't really matter. Like, you want to try to get those at least 2 set and 2 set, since our 4 set from the first season is kind of gutted now, where it just does aim shot and rapid fire, does 4% more damage. It's kind of boring. So now we'll want to run with 2 and 2 for a while until you can get that full 4 set. But that's kind of where I'm at for this week. So just a recap, I'm going to try to pump up an embellishment or a weapon, whatever is important to you. Otherwise, you want to do your trinkets. You can craft an item. If you are on my server cluster and you want a leather or mail item crafted, or heck, anything for that matter, I've got you covered. If you're on the Zenger Marsh, there's like 6, I think there's 6 now on our server cluster. I'm here to help you. Whether you're Horde or Alliance, I have everything except the POW gun. My alt doesn't have that. Anyway, and then I kind of spoke about it really quick on PvP. PvP is going to be a much higher priority for me, but we have not even started this week. I don't even think I did anything. Yeah, I didn't. So that's going to be kind of my goal. Maybe not this next week, but we should clear normal raid tomorrow night, which I will be live for, by the way. Even though I said I was going to be last week, and I didn't. Sorry. But I will be doing that, and then while prioritizing some PvP with Rend. This coming week or the week after. But I hope you guys have a wonderful week this week. I hope you dive into those delves, no pun intended. They're very doable for you in any skill level. And if you're a healer and you want to pump Bran up as a tank, let me tell you, he does a ton of damage. And then this is the build I've been running. I've had people ask about it, and this is what I've been running in delves. So I've been running tank/healer. I understand Bran is not an amazing tank if you're not a healer, but he still does a pretty good job for me. So I've been using that, and I've been using him as a healer. I don't even bother with DPS. He doesn't do crap for damage. And then I've been running with a Combat Curio Globo-Magnetic Bouncing Grenade. It does a pretty good amount of damage. And then my utility curio is that Loot Raider, which marks the mislaid curiosities and makes anything that's 5%, or excuse me, 5% under 100, but 95% or less take 8% more damage for 15 seconds. So it's not a big deal, and that's probably the one I would drop. But what the heck, it's been one I've been using for now. That biofuel rocket gear would probably be good, though. But I'll do some more testing and delves and report back to you guys. And then last but not least, before I leave you guys tonight, so I do have all of my weak auras over on my Discord. I'm going to continue to update those. Oops, I was helping somebody out with one earlier. Let's go ahead and show them all right quick. There we go. So if you have any questions, you want these, they're over freely available on my Discord. They are in a text file. You will need to download the text file to get those. They're just too long to share in a comment on YouTube, or they're almost too long to share in a message on Discord without having Discord Turbo. It's crazy. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I'm not spending money to be able to send you longer strings. That's just not in the Greeley budget this year. But thank you guys so much for subscribing and following me here. This has been such an amazing adventure, and I can't wait to see what season 2 has in store for us. My goal is 2K next week, get into some PvP, maybe get up to 1K to that combatant level to start really our push, and then just see where the season takes us and try to get our 10 in every week, at least one, to start getting those myth track items rolling. So thank you guys for watching. Best of luck in your vault tomorrow or Wednesday if you are playing over in the EU, and I will see you next time.